Meantime, protests followed Netanyahu today during his Mar-a-Lago meeting with Trump. It was a much different scene, though, than what we witnessed here in Washington on Wednesday, when some pro-Hamas demonstrators defaced a monument near the United States Capitol, spray painting, for example, the words, "Hamas is coming." Now, keep in mind here, in 1997, Bill Clinton's State Department designated Hamas a foreign terrorist organization, and every administration since then, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden, has kept that designation. So how about this question? If someone commits a crime, vouching for and sympathizing with a foreign terrorist organization, in this case Hamas, is that aiding and abetting terrorists? Here's the statute. It says, in part, quote, "It's unlawful within the United States to knowingly provide material support to a foreign terrorist organization that has been designated by the Secretary of State." Joining us now, NewsNation legal contributor Jesse Weber. Jesse, I've been wanting to talk to you about this for a couple days because I know you find the actual act abhorrent of using the word Hamas on that monument. And I just sit here and wonder, if it's a foreign terrorist organization, is that aiding and abetting? That image gets sent all over the world and in theory can inspire.
It's a great question. Yes, this is disgusting. It's possible, but unlikely. Let me explain. When we talk about material support, that has been defined as providing money, weapons, training, personnel. Could you say recruiting? Maybe. But what we're really saying is advocacy, and the Supreme Court has held this, advocacy, even for a terrorist group, even where it benefits them, is not enough. You need to show that it is advocacy done at the direction or coordination of Hamas. So if you have these protesters and you can show an exchange of money or them reaching out to Hamas personnel, then you might have a crime. Otherwise, this seems to be protected by the First Amendment. Now, I will tell you, Blake, really interesting. I think it was the past week or so. Guy from Tennessee was convicted and sentenced to 20 years in prison because they said he provided material support by disseminating ISIS material across the globe. So it's kind of a very thin line.
And you know, you know this better than I do, but the statutes were written in the mid-1990s. The war on terror, as we know it, wasn't around then. The internet didn't exist for wide consumption then. And that's why I wonder, when all this was written 30 years ago, if it's time to re-examine.
Look, can the legislator change the law? Sure. Can they expand what the meaning is of material support? Absolutely. The problem is that they will get enormous blowback on First Amendment rights, even protests where they deface monuments. And yes, that is a crime. It might not be aiding and abetting, but that's a crime. Or if they assault police officers, that's a crime. But the ability to protest, even something as abhorrent as this, burning the flag, constitutional, that's ruled symbolic speech, and it is protected. So unless they are really coordinating with Hamas and there's some more of a connective tissue there, I don't think it's going to be considered aiding and abetting.
Here was Senator Tom Cotton, Republican. He said this morning, this was earlier this week, "My colleagues and I introduced a bill to deport any foreigner in violence and vandalism on federal property. The actions of pro-Hamas lunatics at Union Station in D.C. are shameful, and anyone on a visa who took part should have it revoked immediately." You're saying stuff like that, like lawmakers would have to put forth legislation like that in order to potentially enact change.
And survive a constitutional challenge, because I can guarantee you the minute that would be passed into law, minutes after, there'd be a lawsuit. And clearly, we've already seen people, when all the protests were happening on university campuses, there's lawsuits that are happening that's saying this is material support to terrorists. And it's going to be interesting as it makes its way through the civil arena to see if it ultimately will make its way to the criminal arena. But I just don't think at this point.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that in the civil to the criminal?
So look, civil arguments, it's a different kind of standard of law. It's a different case. But of course, you know, making an argument as far as a lawsuit could be a wake-up call about whether or not there needs to be a change for our criminal law. And clearly, this is disgusting. And there are other laws. So if somebody defaces property, that's a crime in Washington, D.C. If they assault police officers, that is a crime. So there's other ways you can charge these individuals without ultimately charging them with the federal statute of aiding, abetting, or providing material support to terrorists.
NewsNation legal contributor Jesse Weber. Jesse, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
So
thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.